It looks like a couple of bugs have emerged for Variant 5. Acid Wash Hulkbuster returns to map 7. And will #metal be changing? Yes, it's Friday again, and it's time to relax, unwind, unless you've got to work this weekend, in which I do feel for you immensely. And for all that and more, it's Friday again, and it's time to relax, unwind, chill a little bit, and get involved with some Marvel Contest of Champions news. And we've got lots of stories to cover in today's news, from stuff that's going on with things not working out well at the game. We've also got Art's Corner at the end and a little crystal reaction. So first of all, let's do the thank yous. Thank you very much to you watching this video at the moment. Please hit the like button, subscribe with post notifications on, all as you normally do. Thank you for the support and all the other content as well. Make sure to turn up when I post a new video. Go and check it out. That would be very kind of you to do so. And now a massive thank you to those that support through the paid membership and paid subscription services. First of all, to patrons and YouTube members, thank you very much for those that support through the means of that. That is really kind of you to do so. Also, thank you to those that support through Twitch and Twitch Prime, and as well Twitch subbing. Thank you very much to those that do that. I believe Twitch Prime's now changed to like Twitch Gaming or something. And by the way, we had an absolutely hilarious time playing Fall Guys over on Twitch last night. If I can edit together something, I'll put it on screen at the moment. It was so much fun to play that, and as well, amazing support from everybody that came by and watched. If anybody is on PS4 and wants to add me as a PSN name, my name is RTM_RichTheMan. I'll probably put it somewhere so you can grab it. So yeah, I'm on there, and I'll probably play a little Fall Guys tonight. Top off the week with a little bit of Fall Guys after the Incursions stream. But anyway, it's news time to let you know the Heralds compensation should be out to people in the mail. There was a real big scuffness when it came to the release of this. Initially with people just getting completely blank nothingness when they opened up their inbox. And as well, like, it took a while for this to really sink in that Kabam had to do something. It was looked into, and from what I gather, this is now being resolved, with Kabam Zip sent a new message with the items correctly attached should now be in your inbox. Thanks for being patient while we work that one out. Now, it's very easy to forget about Heralds of Galactus. It's this kind of weird, like, sub-side quest thing that, yes, it's good that you get to round up all your Galactus favors and go in on one specific day. And for me, I seem to be like I'm saving them up. Like, I did a big chunk. I did like 5 attempts at the Void one, and now I'm going to be going back to doing the Arcus one, because it does feel like that's a bit more easier to do as opposed to, say, the Friday one, which I'm going to see if I've got enough time to try it today. But it's one of these things where time is ticking. I wish there was more time in a day, but there's just not. Either way, the fact is, if you have not received this, go and speak to Kabam, do a support ticket if you do feel you're owed it. Do bear in mind, if you were affected by what went down last Wednesday, where you weren't able to get more rewards from subsequent grinds, then you will get it. If you didn't do that, you will not get the compensation for Heralds of Galactus. Next up, unlike a bad rash, Alliance War Seasons is on its way back. Yes. There's a few changes, some stuff good, some stuff kind of like, well, I don't know if there's any more that needs to be announced with this, but it just seems that there doesn't, well, I don't know. There's nothing special about Alliance War Seasons in any case, so where they go with it will be another thing. Is this the announcement of a micro announcement before a bigger announcement? Man, I don't know. We had Alliance Quest Season 7.5.1, so I really don't know now. I think we're just making it up as we go along. First, more important change is that rewards are going to be updated, with the Gold 1 getting an increase of 2,500 5-star shards, and 2,000 for Gold 2, 1,500 for Gold 3, Silver 1 getting 500 5-star shards improvements, which isn't very good for a lot of alliances that have now dropped down as a result of the matchmaking changes. There's also changes to Ebb and Flow and the removing of Oscillate from Node 23. Fundamental changes Kabam feel needed to be made prior to Alliance Wars kicking off on August 19th. Now, if you're like me, you don't really look forward too much to Alliance Wars, and even with the seasons, it's something I'm not overly looking forward to, especially with some of the champions that I'd like to use in Variant 5 will largely be taken towards Alliance Wars, which unfortunately presents the same problem which I had prior to kind of like the Act 6 gating systems, the feedback of May and other stuff. So yay, Alliance Wars back. A month of terribleness. And that's the thing, if one thing happens like we had last time with that game downage or the kind of the bugs, the errors and things, it does mean that, well, how many wars? That's going to have to play a guessing game now. How many wars do you think we're going to get? Are we going to get the full amount of wars that we can actually get? Or is there going to be some problem in Season 20? Oh, we'll have to wait and see. Next up, an Acid Wash Hulkbuster is back. But it's okay though, because this player did it itemless. Alright, big bollocks. Stop showing off. But uh-oh, stinky, this gets really poo because unfortunately we can't fix this for this series of Alliance Squares. What? We looked at a lot of different options, but there is no clean way to fix this issue. Cancelling AQ like we did last time is not possible because that created a series of issues that lock players' champions away, as well as back-end problems that made starting the next AQ also a huge mess. We're going to work on improving those tools in case of emergency, but do not have them ready yet. We know that these last weeks of Alliance Quest have been kind of a mess, well, yeah, and we're not happy with that either. We're taking a number of steps to ensure that we are minimizing, hopefully completely eliminating these kinds of issues, including more rigorous checks along the entire testing pipeline. We've already been able to identify where these mistakes were made and why we've fixed not that first gap. Of course, there will be compensation for alliances that are facing issues. We'll work to get it together and out to you as soon as we can. This is pretty mega. Now, I personally don't do map 7. I normally do stuff with map 6. But it's something that I'll be discussing with Dan, who does map 7 on the weekend's podcast, about this and see how he feels about being affected. So here is the thing with this, like the extent of what you can class as being compensation for this is like, well, this could be very, very big as a compensation package, as this is a major failing on Kabam's behalf when it comes to the map 7 acid wash, which plagued a lot of players that run the map a little while ago. And as well, you can't really guess, because at the moment this would be a guess as to saying, right, well, one player could use 2 to 3 revives and about 10 health potions of the highest level you can get from the glory store, the level 4, etc, etc. But the extent is, does that fully match up to what another player experiences? So it's not good. It's really not good for those that run map 7, and it's a bit embarrassing. So I really hope the compensation package, whatever it is, if someone can send me screenshots when eventually it comes to players, it's not good. So I feel for people that run map 7 on this, because it does feel like you've been let down by a bad mistake, and it's weird that it's like recirculated in the way it has. So yeah, feel for you, really do. Next up, and let's talk about variant 5, the good, the bad, and the ugly. The ugly being that, well, we do have some bugs, and the bad kind of like, we've got some bugs. But the good, it is a good variant. I'm not going to say it's the best variant, because it does take a lot of elements from variant 2 when it comes to, say, champion interaction. It's the first time we saw these kind of special globals that reflect on certain champions positively. And as well takes elements of variant 4, with obviously the archetypal thing from variant 3 really being in there. So basically, if you want to say anything, it is variant 2, 3, and 4 smushed together in a product where there's less on champion rarity restrictions, but still keeps in mind that there's some very specific interactions, same and similar to variant 1. But it doesn't necessarily say it's a bad thing, it's just a case of like what I see from other variants being put into this one here. So it draws a lot of comparisons, is what I'm coming to the point of. In any case, with a lot of issues when it comes to game functionality, response time, dropped inputs, and the like, there's also some elements of issues as well. For example, on screen at the moment, there was something when the champion does great responsibility, on 3 responsibility, they're able to convert it to great power buff. Now, the issue is that there is a massive typo, which you can see on screen, which it says in the actual game itself, upon reaching 100 responsibility for hashtag Spider-Verse champion. So hopefully this is sorted out. This is a typo only, but man, reaching 100 responsibility will be taking ages for you to do. Now, coupled with that issue that Kabam are actually going to deal with, they said that it's just a typo, they're going to change it about, there is the Variant 5 Flux Dispersal bug. Now, it's hard to know at this given time if this is down to the mitosis buff. If you've got mitosis on, does this mean that this is, I don't know, plaguing Kabam's build because of trying to remove the Flux Dispersal, which normally if you do a heavy attack, you remove those Flux Dispersals, which that heavy attack should have removed the Flux Dispersals, and in some cases, and most cases, did not do so. And in this instant, as we watch on screen at the moment, you can see that the Flux Dispersal's on 20. But let's see, as soon as the mitosis goes, which the mitosis now has gone, that kind of mitosis debuff, whatever it was, the red thing, do a heavy attack, boom, they're gone. So it may be to do with the interaction with the mitosis debuff that is causing the issue at the moment. Okay, next up, and I wanted to get more of info on this, so Slayer of Gods put this on Twitter, and I wanted to find out what forum post this was attached to. Unfortunately, for Marvel Contest of Champions news, I won't be able to get this here in time to then find out what was the context, like what was being asked, because that's going to be the key thing as to, like, as said here by Slayer of Gods, saying the possibility of more being tagged #metal makes options against mag slimmer if it's going to be lesser amount or more amount, though that's to really find out. With Mike saying there are plans to update the metal tag coming with the Magneto rework as well. We're working on it and we'll announce them in the release notes as well. It would have been great to have the full information whether or not this positively or negatively affects Magneto going forward. Whether or not there's more #metal, so that means that the champion is going to slap everything in the contest, or lesser. So would it be a case that they go, right, well, for some reason we've now decided that because this particular type of metal that Mojo has in his chair is now going to be non-#metal when they maybe should. Those will be those kind of things. What will be the interaction Magneto will have positively or negatively as a result of this? Still yet to find out. The release notes will be out at some point. I don't know. This info would not be in the CCP to find out either, so we'll have to wait until the end of the month. And now on to Art Corner with a unit cake with little, look at that little, there's little, I don't know if they're like little kind of like, not candy, but fondant health potions and fondant revives, and what seems to be fondant or on top of some kind of biscuit. You know, some kind of energy. So that is really cool. It's really well put together. This is like made like a homemade cake. So yeah, well done to those that did this. I think it was some kids that did it for their dad. So congrats. It looks like an amazing cake. Hopefully it tasted good as well. Next up is a Black Widow Clairvoyant. Well done, fantastic. Love the detail, the cape, the webbing on the legs, looking good. Very well done. So this is done by Bavenish, and you should check it out. Link in the description. Next up, Newland's Theory has put another one of his fantastic pieces of art on the forums to check out. You can see the Fantastic Four are fighting Dragon Man with Reed Richards and a bendy neck. Well done, fantastic work. Also in the same thread, like somebody posted these lips, this eye, and this drawing of Seaton Man of Legends smoking a spliff. Or is it Rasta Brian Grant? I don't know. I don't know who it looks like. Put in the comment section, who do you think this portrait looks like? And now I thought what we do is end the week on some crystal reactions. Yes, thanks very much to Cam for sending through a load of crystals just to react to. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's roll it. Okay, now on to the crystal reaction. Now, what I've asked is that this segment be edited together. So this has been edited, this part here of these crystals, because I need to fit a time slot of 2 minutes. Otherwise, Marvel Contest Champions news just goes on forever. I wanted to do the reaction and as well have something that's time sensitive. So apologies to Cam. It will be only your 6 stars that I'll be featuring and maybe a couple of other things. But I wanted to just make it a little nice kind of like time snippet for people. So yeah, first crystal, first 6-star is... God. This is actually Cam's Abyss of Legends opening. And this is the thing, like people go, oh Rich, why aren't you doing Abyss? You should do Abyss. Well, I am waiting for Human Torch first and foremost. And I am doing a series, which second attempt is today. But yeah, when people are kind of putting so much effort, so many units, so much time into Abyss of Legends, to see them get some of the trash they get out of it is just like, am I vibing against this? Far from it. It is not. It's definitely not a viable thing. But you know, I wish him luck in this this opening. The next crystal is, oh, what the heck? was that of a troll over? Man, no. No. I mean, I see that. That should have been a warlock straight up. Okay, so he needs something that's going to be better than he's got. This is a different type of frame rate on this because like the quality of this particular one didn't work out well. But Doctor Doom, getting Doctor Doom, congrats. At least there's some decency from your opening, as that was just not nice. Now, if I remember rightly, when I spoke to Cam and he sent this through, was he accidentally purchased a 6-star featured? I think he was like, crud, I've purchased a 6-star featured by mistake. So yeah, feel for you, man. Feel for you when one purchases. I think he went down and was like, oh, god damn it, I did a 6-star featured. And I wish all the best to anybody opening up crystals, especially from Variant 5 rewards. And there's going to be something that, I know Cam did Variant 5. Oh, there we go. Thank God. Something decent. A Havoc. I got a 6-star Havoc. I should use mine a bit more than I do currently, but it's just down to availability and what content and what I like. I roll between like about 10 to 20 champions that I specifically use for a lot of content. Does change today. There is a particular champion that I got in the opening later on, which allows a little bit more respite to a lot of my mystics, because my mystics spend a lot of time in Alliance Wars, which, you know, the season's about to start very, very soon. Not bad, not bad. Getting the Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl's a good champion. And that really concludes it for Cam's opening. Thanks for sending those through, Cam. And there we go. That has been the Marvel Contest of Champions news for Friday. So the Friday show is done. And I'll see you for the Monday show very, very soon. Check out some recent content up there. Check out some other stuff down there on Rich's Realm. I've got 2 videos to upload. One today and one on Monday. So check them out when they drop. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.